I never thought my marriage, the one thing I was proud of, the anchor of my life, would collapse like this. 21 years together, and it all unraveled in the space of a dinner. A dinner I'll never forget. It was last Friday, just a normal evening, or at least I thought so. Leslie, my wife of 21 years, sat across from me at the kitchen table. We were having lasagna and a couple of beers talking about our day. She was telling me some story about a student's essay when suddenly, out of nowhere, she slipped in a line that didn't make sense. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and keep watching, because the best part's coming up next. I squinted, confused. Wait, what did you just say? Her fork clattered against the plate. She froze, her eyes glassy, hands trembling. Then, in a tone far too casual for the weight of her words, she said, "I've been hanging out with a work friend. Just wanted to let you know." At first, I thought I misheard her. My heart began to pound and the room felt smaller, hotter. I asked carefully, "Just hanging out?" She swallowed hard. "He's a guy." "Kurt. You know him?" My stomach dropped. Kurt. Of course I knew him. The soccer coach at her school. Mid-30s, chiseled jawline, gym bro energy. I'd seen him swaggering around at faculty events, chest puffed like he owned the place. I laughed, but it wasn't real. "Yeah, the soccer dude. Buff guy, right?" She nodded, eyes darting away. "We've been going out for a while." The air left my lungs. I fired the question straight at her. "So you're having an affair?" Her silence told me everything. Then in a whisper, "We go out for coffee, walks by the lake, and sometimes more." The word more slammed into me like a sledgehammer. My voice cracked. "So you're screwing him?" She didn't deny it. Instead, she whispered, "He makes me feel young, alive, like I'm 25 again." I sat there numb, staring at my beer sweating on its coaster while the woman I'd loved for 2 decades tried to convince me that her betrayal was harmless. "It's not love," she insisted, her voice breaking. "It's just a fling. A stupid, temporary fling. Our life, our marriage, has been better than ever, hasn't it? Didn't you notice? Even our sex life. It's because of this. It made me feel alive. And I brought that back to us." I wanted to vomit. She was actually trying to spin her infidelity as a gift. "You're screwing a guy half your age," I spat. "And you want me to thank you for it?" Tears streaked her face. "Psst. Please, I didn't want to hurt you. I don't want to lose us. This thing with Kurt, it's nothing. It'll fizzle out. You and me, that's forever." But it wasn't remorse in her voice, it wasn't regret, it was desperation to have it both ways. Her young lover and her comfortable marriage. When I pushed further, asking if she regretted cheating, she said, "I regret hurting you." Not the same thing, not even close. That night I couldn't breathe in our home anymore. I grabbed my keys, stormed out, and checked into a crappy motel. I lay on the stiff bed, staring at the ceiling, my mind replaying every detail of our 21 years together. We'd built everything side by side. I'd raised her 2 kids, mine in every way that mattered. We had traditions, laughter, love. I thought we had something unshakable, and yet she shattered it like it was nothing. Worse, she wasn't even sorry. She thought confessing somehow made her noble. The next day she texted me, "Take your time, honey. I'm here whenever you're ready to talk." Then a few hours later, as if nothing had happened, she sent me a nude with the caption, "Want a ride?" The audacity left me speechless. By Monday, I called a divorce attorney. He laid it out bluntly. In our no-fault state, she gets half: house, savings, investments, even my grandfather's property. My gut twisted. I'd lose half of everything I'd worked for. But what was the alternative? Stay married while she kept screwing her gym bro until she got bored? Number. I'd rather be broke than live that lie. When I told her I was filing, she smirked. You know you'll lose half of everything, right? So why don't we just keep things the way they are? You get me. Our life, our sex, our family. And I get this out of my system. It's temporary. Her words hit me like acid. She wanted a hall pass. She thought I'd accept it. She thought I'd swallow my pride and let her screw around while I played the dutiful husband. I told her to go to hell. Like what you see? Click like, hit subscribe, and stay tuned. Let's keep going. A few days later, Kurt himself cornered me during my morning walk. Fake polite, fake concerned. He actually had the audacity to say, "Don't divorce her. She really loves you. What we have, it's just temporary. She deserves some happiness, you know? Just let her have this. It's nothing serious. Don't ruin your marriage over it." I wanted to punch him, but I knew better. He was younger, stronger, and if I swung, I'd be the one in handcuffs. So I glared at him and said, "She can have all the happiness she wants. But she can't have it as my wife." He backed off when I threatened to go to the school board. When I finally moved out, the hardest part was telling the kids. Our kids. Our daughter called, crying. "What's going on?" she begged. I told her we were separating. She pressed for more, and I finally admitted her mom had been unfaithful. "Kurt?" she whispered, stunned. "I thought he was just helping with track meets." "Yeah," I said bitterly, "helping her keep up her cardio." She hung up crying, then called back furious at her mom, not me. "She disgusts me. No matter what, you'll always be our dad." Our son's reaction was colder. He asked simply, "Is it true Mom cheated?" I said yes. He was silent for a long minute, then muttered, "That's disgusting," and hung up. I haven't heard from him since. Word spread at her school faster than wildfire. I didn't even have to do much, just a small slip to one of her colleagues, and soon everyone knew. The school couldn't prove they'd broken any official rules, but the court of public opinion was merciless. Parents didn't want their kids being coached or taught by people who couldn't keep their vows. Within weeks, both Leslie and Kurt were fired. She confronted me at my office cafeteria, livid. "You think this is funny? I lost my job because of you." I stayed calm. "You lost your job because of you. You made your choices." Her fury burned, but she had no weapon left. She stormed out, powerless. The divorce dragged on, messy as hell. She tried to demand the house. I refused. Eventually, we settled on selling it and splitting the proceeds. Fine by me. I didn't want to live in a place soaked in betrayal anyway. By Thanksgiving, the house was under contract. She tried hosting dinner. Nobody showed. Our daughter brought food to my cramped apartment instead. We sat on the floor, ate stuffing out of the container, and watched an old football game. It wasn't the Thanksgiving I'd planned, but it was real. My son hasn't come around yet, but I'm giving him time. The truth is heavy, and everyone carries it differently. As for Leslie and Kurt, they're out of jobs, out of credibility, and out of my life. Looking back, I realize her confession wasn't about honesty. It was about easing her own guilt. She didn't want to stop. She just wanted permission to keep betraying me while pretending we still had a marriage. But I'm not that man. I won't play the fool. She thought her fling made her feel young, but it cost her everything real she ever had. And me? I may have lost half my assets, but I walked away with my dignity intact, and that's worth more than anything. Honestly, stories like this hit hard because they're painfully real. Betrayal isn't just about the act. It's about the trust shattered and the years lost. I get that people crave feeling alive, wanted, and youthful. But at what cost? When you have something precious like a 21-year marriage, it deserves respect and honesty, not a temporary fling that destroys everything. To me, choosing dignity and self-respect over clinging to a broken lie is the bravest move anyone can make. What Leslie did wasn't just selfish. It was reckless, and unfortunately, those consequences ripple through everyone involved. If you found this story powerful or relatable, smash that like button, subscribe for more real-life stories, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever faced a moment that changed everything? I want to hear your story.